this beautiful day, September 11th, and I wanted to let Laura know that we're out there looking for her and we're not giving up on her. She is still alive somewhere, and our family would like to offer a reward of $25,000 that would lead to any information that would bring us back to her. We miss her and we love her, and it's one of the hardest things a father can do is have your child taken away way too soon, and all we want is for her to come back to us. And Laura, if you're out there listening, pick up the phone. Whoever might be helping and hiding her, please come forward and make it happen. Thank you again very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wallen. I appreciate that. Now I'd like to ask Laura Wallen's boyfriend, Mr. Tyler Tessier, to step to the podium to say a few words on Laura's behalf.
Thank you all for coming here. Laura, if you're listening, doesn't matter what's happened, doesn't matter what type of trouble, there's nothing we can't fix together, myself and your family. There's so many people that miss you. There's so many people that were out. We haven't slept, we haven't eaten, we're just looking, and we're praying that you're safe. And I'm asking, just let us know that you're safe. If somebody has her, please understand that you've taken away a huge person in so many people's lives. Friends and family and students that she has. I know what she means to me. I know what she means to everybody else. And we just want to know she's okay. We just want her back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tessier. Just want to again just say thank you very much to everybody that came out today and is joining us and is going to help us get the message out. We want to make sure that we get Laura home safely, and hopefully it's with your help and with the public's help that we will do that for the Wallen family and bring her home safely, as I said. That concludes the prepared remarks, and I will be now open to having some questions that either myself or the family or Mr. Tessier can answer.
Yes, just listening to this, it sounds as if you think this may be as she ran away. What are your thoughts here? That this does not involve foul play, but a decision to leave the family?
Well, I'll say this. Detectives are still investigating this as a missing persons case. Okay? Yeah, her disappearance is strange. It's uncharacteristic, but we continue to conduct an investigation as if that she's a missing person at this point in time.
Is there any reason to believe that there is foul play here?
None at this time that I'm aware of.
Lieutenant, the text message that she sent Monday morning, you've not released the context of that. Can you be a little bit more specific? Does that give you more suspicion that she did meet with foul play because of the text message? And do you know whether or not she had sent it herself?
Unfortunately, because it's an ongoing investigation, I'm not going to be commenting on the specifics of any part of the case. Okay, her text message, you know, or who that may have gone to, is part of that investigation. So I'm not at liberty to discuss that at this point.
But did that text message give you some reason to believe that she's met with some kind of foul play?
As of right now, as I said, we're still looking at this case as a missing person.
Detective, also, the place where you all found her car, do you all believe that she may know anyone connected to that apartment complex at all?
We're looking into that. We have detectives that have canvassed that area, that continue to canvass that area, and we're looking into family, friends, co-workers that may have any information as to why her vehicle would have been in that area.
Can you describe the condition of the car? Was it okay? Was there anything broken or open or anything like that?
Again, that's a specific part of the investigation that I'm not going to comment on at this time.
Are you still searching this geographic area solely, or is this expanded beyond where she lived, where the car was found?
Again, you know, we have a wide area as to where people have thought that they have seen her, or that she was commenting on to family and friends in the weeks kind of going up. So we're starting in a big area, you know, and we'll narrow it down as the investigation leads us. But right now, it's just a very wide area that we're looking.
Do you believe that somebody is helping her?
That we don't know. We don't know the circumstances behind her disappearance, and we're not able to comment on that at this time. I'm sorry.
How was the Explorer, the Escape, how was it discovered?
That information again is a specific detail as to why we're in the area, but hopefully at some point later on down the road I'll be able to comment a little bit more on that.
I wonder if Laura has had any history of leaving or any mental health issues that the family would want to talk about.
They don't wish to comment on that at this point in time.
She does not, or they don't wish to comment?
We're not commenting on it. I wouldn't make any inference from that answer or from that response.
Emily, do you have a question?
Yeah, just 1 week later, can you speak more on just the urgency in this search?
Well, as you can imagine, I mean the family and the police department are very concerned because she is pregnant. We want to make sure that she's receiving the necessary prenatal care for the baby and for her. We're not 100% sure that what's going on and where she's at, and we want to make sure that she's getting the correct medical attention based upon her pregnancy.
2 more questions.
Is there any indication what she was doing that day? If she was shopping? I know you said if they saw that vehicle, but the problem is that vehicle is a very common vehicle. Is there any way we could direct people to where she may have been to give them an idea of where they may have seen her?
As we kind of want to leave it with the public. I don't want it to narrow it down so that people are only looking in small pockets or limited areas. I want the message to be out there to the regional area, this entire region, so that people may recall that they had contact or they saw her or the vehicle, and not just limit it to small, small defined geographic areas. Okay.
When was the last time someone actually saw her?
I cannot comment on that at this point in time.
Leading up
One last question.
to the start of the school year, had she been getting her classroom ready, and so she had been
Yes.
preparing? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So she just didn't show up to the
For like 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, she had been preparing to Talk get at the mic, sir.
Mr. Warren.
The question was had she been preparing for school, and for 2 weeks she had been preparing to have her classroom. She was extremely dedicated to Wild Lake High School, and she lived every bit of that school. That was one thing that she had joy in her heart about. She was also fundraising for the school. She was canvassing restaurants and different stores to raise money because she was a senior class sponsor, and so she was raising money. She called me multiple times saying, "Hey, Daddy, I'm a salesman just like you. I was able to get these dinner tickets so that the senior class would would have a raffle and win. And so she was totally on board with having her class be the best it could be. Her students just adored her, as we do, and we just want her back. But yeah, she was, the idea that she hadn't called in a substitute teacher was my first call, because I called Wild Lake the morning of, and I called them at 6:30 and I said, "Is Laura shown up?" And they said, "Well, she's got her first period is open, and so she won't show until probably about 8. If you call us at 8:15," and I said, "Okay, I'll do that. I will call you at 8:15, but has she called in a substitute teacher?" And the school replied, no, she had not. And so I knew at 6:30 that if she hadn't called in a substitute teacher, it was not a good sign, and that it gave us serious concern.
One or two more. Dan, Morris, did you have a question?
Tyler, can you talk about what she'd been like over the last couple of weeks and your interactions with her?
Like Mr. Wallen said, she was super excited for the start of the school year. I know she had talked to her principal and her teachers, like her coworkers, about her being pregnant and how excited she was, and it's just a complete shock that I think leading up to the weekend that she's missing, I don't believe anybody has any inclination to think that something was wrong, or just.
Remember any of your last conversations with her?
I'm sorry?
Any of your last conversations with her?
I don't know where she is. That's all. I don't know. I know we're all trying to do everything we can to find her, and I just pray that she's safe and she comes back. That's all I care about right now.
How long had you all been together, and how were you feeling about the baby coming?
I'm sorry?
How long have you all been together, and how long have you all been planning, or how did you feel about the baby coming?
Laura and I have known each other probably for 10 years now. We've, any normal relationship, just take one step at a time, and you take the progress that comes with you, and been to doctor's meetings. We've been sonograms and all the prenatal care that you could ask, and sorry.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for your continued coverage and your assistance in this case.